Welcome. Hello, welcome to another video. So last time I left you off with a failed test for the Jest for the Vue component. So we're going to have a look at that now. So I've been able to kind of solve it by doing one or two things differently. I think the big thing is the set timeout. So as far as I understand, this kind of set timeout runs after the promises, right? So to give you guys a bit more detail, this is that the reason why we didn't see the HTTP request go out is because we were doing this validation on the test before the promise was able to resolve. So we fired off the promise, test finished, and then kind of just killed the request. So what we've got now, we've got this set timeout here, with the idea being is this runs after all of the promises resolved, so it gives us time to come back with this promise. The second thing we did is I wrote this the shim, or this mock, so it just sets this HTTP property. It sets like a method called get on this HTTP property and then just resolves it with that. So the idea is that when we fire off this HTTP via our component, it comes back with this data for us over here that we can test over there. And then down here you'll see there's a second test, and this one rejects as a reject of the promise, so it's a fail condition. So same thing, we set this HTTP, we have this method called get that rejects the promise, and then we can able to test that we get a test error over there. So if you guys see in the component over here is that we've got this error condition and we've got the user over here. So when we come back with the subscribe is that if it's a valid user, we set it to user, and then we set the error to undefined, i.e. doesn't exist. And then if it's an error, we set the error to the error, and then over here we fetch the user. So when this runs over there, you'll see that we now have two successful tests. So that one passes and that one passes. And just to make sure that you guys believe me, we're going to take out some characters and we're going to run the test again. And you'll see that it failed. So two successful tests of Vue components in Jest with TypeScript. The other thing that I've done recently to this is that I've written this kind of Laravel plugin for Vue, and what this does, it reads off the meta tags in the header for the current app name, the username, and the isAuth over there to find out whether a person is authenticated or not. The idea being is that in kind of the default layout for Laravel is that we've got this header over here with the nav and the span, and it's got details about the application name over there, the username over there, and then whether the person is logged in or not. What I did is I wanted to move this whole header into a Vue component over here, and you'll see what we do is we read off the properties from this Laravel plugin. So the app name, the username, isAuth, and then what we're able to do is we're able to use it for this header. So we're able to get the app name, the username, and then we also had to kind of change this logout to work via a function over here. So this function just posts to the logout of Laravel, and then it just redirects the user back to the home page of the application. And then and then in terms of the actual Laravel, what it does, like I said, takes the app name, username, isAuth, grabs the meta tags. You'll see that in the app over here. So CRF token as per kind of standard Laravel, but we've added the app name over here and the username over here with the app name, and then it gets that from Laravel. And then over here we just set this isAuth to true and false. And then when we do the Laravel, the plugin is that we check if this auth is equal to true. So the idea is this kind of turns it from a string into a boolean. And that is what I've been done recently. I hope you guys have a great day. Like the video if you liked it. Bye bye.